So like what I don't understand, right? Like I don't understand is that all this talk about impeachment, he's got 10 days left, right? He has 10 days left and I hate the fucking guy. I absolutely despise him with my very core. I'm not a big fan of Biden either. I think both parties have done inconsiderable wrong to this country. But at the same time, it's just like he's out in 10 days. To prepare a case for impeachment, it costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. It takes months to prepare a case for impeachment. By the time they have a case for impeachment, he will already be out of office. With the fact that Republicans and Democrats both want him out, it's pretty much rest assured that he's not going to be in the office like for like a very long time, right? So what I don't understand about this whole situation and what's like it's just it makes me livid is the fact like yeah let's impeachment and you're just trying to fucking at that point you're just trying to like to appease a certain amount of masses. You're not trying to seek justice because what justice is going to come from it? You can't impeach a president that's no longer or you can't impeach an ex-president. He's not impeachable at that point because he's no longer in office, right? Like he could never go into he can never his fucking entire career is ruined. His reputation with many companies is gone. He has absolutely no value, okay, in marketing ever again. He's never going to be seen as a valuable marketing material ever. Trump Towers will most likely fall because of this. All right, like everything he has done, he is ruined with this presidency. Okay, that in itself is just that's right there. That's your justice. Okay, but the fact is, it's just like when you look at the Capitol building and you look at who the delegates are in the day, this is not a party issue. There were Democrats, there were fucking Republicans. Both parties were convening in that Capitol building. Let's not play favorites. Let's not fucking act like, hey, yo, this is just some bullshit, opinion by the Democrats or the Republicans. This is not something about Republicans or Democrats. Both parties were in that fucking Capitol building. Both parties, I guarantee you, both types of people were also in the protests. I guarantee it. Yeah, you're gonna see some fucking Antifa members in those protests, and you're gonna see some fucking Republicans in those protests. You're gonna see some die-hard Trump supporters because they're the easiest to manipulate. And do I think that fucking it's possible that Antifa manipulated Trump supporters because they're so goddamn gullible? Yes, in a fucking heartbeat. You should hear some of the things that I heard last election from Republicans and Trump supporters. Yes, they are very gullible, they are very fucking naive, and they are very ignorant when it comes to certain policies. Okay? It's just plain and simple. Do I think that Democrats are extremely smart? I do think that there is a large amount of Democrats that are extremely smart. Do I think they're any less toxic because of that intelligence? No. I think that there's a large amount of people in the Democratic Party who use their intelligence to belittle, misrepresent, or destroy other people for just the sake of destroying other people. I think that they are just as toxic as the Republican Party, if not worse. So yeah, do I think either party in this country is doing us any good? No. No, I do not. Do I think Trump is a god and needs to be there? No. No, I do not. Do I think this Capitol building raid was something that should not have happened? No, I think this was a long fucking time coming. If you look at all the shit that the government has done throughout the last, since 9/11, you kind of see where this was headed. You kind of know where this was headed. This was like just inevitable. You push someone against a wall enough, and then you devalue them enough, they're gonna push back. They're gonna show you their value. And people are pissed. On both sides of the equation, people are fucking pissed. And the sad thing is the fact that I have to continuously say both sides of the equation, because that's where our political situation is. That's how fucked up our political situation is. That I have to continuously remind people that I am not either side. Okay? That in itself tells you just how fucked up our political bias has become. And I think that needs to change. I think that we need to accept the fact that we are all fucking Americans. We are all Americans, regardless of who we fucking support. And we are all fucking essential for this economy to run, for this country to run, for this, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this day and age, to run. Okay? It's just gotten so fucking far out of hand. And I was just talking with Megan, and I'm like, I'm going to throw the camera on for this one, because it's going to be genuine. It's going to be something that I talk about on a daily with people, and it's not something that, this is a real unscripted, there's no script here. There's Megan. There's no script here. Nope. This is exactly how I feel on the subject. I'm sorry, but that's just, it's gotten to the point where it's just like, let's impeach him. Yeah, 10 days. Let's spend months on preparing an impeachment case. Countless government funds that could be going to people who are actually fucking hurting during the pandemic. But let's spend months of money and countless amounts of man hours towards a pointless fucking action. Which is what, might I add, we've been doing ever since 9/11, just reacting without any logical thought or long-term thinking arrangement as to what the repercussions or how things are going to turn out has been. And that is why we are where we are. We've been reactionary largely for the entirety of just basically the entirety of our existence since 9/11. Our government has been reactionary. It has pointed to 9/11 as a reason that it has to get this, or this done. It's pointed to Edward Snowden, who basically just wanted to be honest with the people, as a fucking traitor, and then launched a huge amounts of campaigns. And here's the thing, if anyone thinks the Democrats or the Republicans are better than each other, you need only look to the last two elections. Everything the Republicans pulled on the first election is now being pulled by the Democrats. Democrats are throwing every fucking candidate they can at the fucking windshield and seeing what sticks. That's how they got Biden, okay? The Republicans did the same thing for the first election. Don't act like anyone here is better than the other. Don't play bipartisan politics, or don't play I wouldn't say what, I wouldn't say bipartisan. I would say this is the exact opposite. Don't act as if the polarity on your side is greater than the polarity of the other, because honestly, you guys are the right amount of fucked for totally different reasons. And that's really all it boils down to. You're both the right amount of fucked in the head for totally different reasons, and I'm just gonna be real with it. It doesn't faze me at all when people call me a Republican. It shows how ignorant they are, how much they don't listen to my post. It shows how much they haven't heard a word I've said, how much they have not taken in. It shows that everything I've said so far in terms of our biased political agendas, and in terms of how people are basically using their own cognitive dissonance to wall themselves in, it shows how much truth there is to those statements. And if you guys think that this is a manic reply or that my hair looks a little out of whack, I just woke up, guys. But I've been watching some videos about people and how they want impeachment for Trump, and how they clearly know nothing about how slow the fucking red tape and the system works. And it's just wowing me at the point to that I have to respond. If I don't respond, then I just seem like I'm just sitting this one out. And honestly, for a while I was sitting this one out, because honestly, I'm just too tired to care about either one of your policies, either one of your parties, because neither one of them represent me. Neither one of them represent the American people. Neither one of them represent a rational, sound, logical mind. None of them. not a single fucking party that we have, which is only two, by the way. Only two. Red versus blue. The struggle continues as if it mattered to begin with. It's all, prehistoric psychology. Dating back to literally our caveman ancestry. Red is fire, blue is water. One giveth heat, the other one giveth something to drink. Yeah, it's all bullshit. When it boils down to it, you're all being had. The system that you thought represents you doesn't. The system that you think represents you doesn't. It's as simple as that. And anyway, with that said, I don't have a mic, but it's dropped. Peace.